But I do know that since my book has come out, I've been watching the demographics of my public audience, that more and more and more women are coming out. So it's now to about 65-35 from 80-20. And more older people are coming out too. So I think a fair bit of it was a consequence of the fact that most of my exposure was to the YouTube audience, which happens to be mostly men. Now, I do also think that there is a particular crisis with regards to what might be described as proper pathways to masculinity. I also think that's at play. So I think there's two factors. But I don't think, and Kathy Newman kind of went after me about this, she said, well, if you're directing your message towards young men, which I wasn't, but assuming that's the case, isn't that divisive? And I would say, well, I don't think it is divisive, because first of all, the masculine in women also needs to be developed. It's very, very important. And the people who are the enemies of the masculine in men are also the enemies of the masculine in women. So if you overprotect your sons, let's say, you overprotect them in part and weaken them because you're afraid of their masculine energy, you're going to do exactly the same thing to your daughters. So
that a female child would similarly be disempowered.
Oh, definitely, because the thing is, and this is another thing, is that I am a psychometrician. That's technically my job, and we study the measurement. Well, and it's a truism of psychometrics that men and women are more the same than they are different. It's funny because I've been sort of positioned as someone who is constantly on about the differences between men and women. But men and women are more the same than they are different. And what that means is that the development of masculinity in women, perhaps it's not as important as the development of masculinity in men, but it's damn important. It's a close second. And so if people are pushing down masculinity as a virtuous mode of being, then it has a detrimental effect on both sexes.
Everybody, I agree with this. But you would say that determinally and biologically that there is a thing that is masculinity, and that thing, masculinity, is present in both females and males.
Definitely.
But I think again one of the challenges that this argument it appears to be built around is a sort of hierarchy around those traits. Masculinity being synonymous, for example, with power. Oh, here's the thing I wanted to bloody ask you.